You're listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of ABK Media Group, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County every day at 9 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, and welcome to another edition of Good Morning Gwinnett. I'm your host, Audrey Bell Kearney. Woo, happy Tuesday, everybody. Happy Tuesday. So happy to be here with you this morning. I got a late start this morning. I stayed up late last night. You know, I try to go to bed early enough, and for me, early enough meaning at least at 11 o'clock. Sometimes it just does not happen. And so last night, I think I went to bed probably around about 1, and then my clock went off at 6. So, so I got a little bit of a late start this morning because I didn't get up at 6 when the clock went off and hit the snooze button. So I got up a little bit late, but I'm here. I'm here with you guys, and I hope you guys had a great start of your day. I'm starting mine off a little bit behind. However, it is a great day here in Gwinnett. So good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and everybody around the world listening to this show. It's a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County. So right now, it's about 60-70 degrees, going up to a high about 84, which is beautiful. Yesterday was beautiful. The humidity level was good. I went out on the deck. It must have been about 5 o'clock. It was just gorgeous. I went outside just to hang out on the deck yesterday about 4 times because I just needed that fresh air, that moment of quiet and silence, and just the breeze. It was actually a breeze blowing. And I said to my uncle, because he was sitting out there for a while, I said, man, it's beautiful out here today. He's like, yep, it sure is. But it was a beautiful day yesterday, and I think today is going to be just the same, because right now, I think overnight it was probably went down to like 63, 64 degrees. So that's pretty cool for the summertime here in Georgia. But I'm not complaining because I love it. Like if it stayed between like 80 all year round, like 60 at night, 80 during the day, oh my God, that would be heaven on earth. Yes, it would be. But listen, we're going to get on into our horoscopes for today, July 24th, brought to us by astrologer Micah Thiason. He's our noted resident astrologist, and he is going to be telling us what the stars have in store for you today. So let's kick it off. Let's kick it off with Aries. Aries, you may be tempted to get involved in secret affairs or love triangles. Avoid temptation, Aries. It's not going to be good. If it's more than 2 of you in that relationship, it's already a problem. Try to understand both sides of the issue before taking sides. You can help a close friend find solutions to personal problems. Listen, Aries, if it's more than 2 of you in that relationship, it's already a problem. So avoid that at all costs. Taurus, unexpected visitors are likely. Be prepared to do your chores early. Listen and formulate your course of action. You will be indecisive. Renovations or purchases made for your home will pay off. Okay, you're going to do some nice things for the house today. That's nice. And it's going to pay off. Maybe it's going to increase the value of your home. You never know. Maybe you're thinking about selling. So these little renovations could definitely boost up the price of the home. So right now, it is a seller's market. Like houses are flying off the shelf like cookies at candy at Halloween time. They're not joking. Right now, buyers want homes. So if you're thinking about selling, Taurus, those renovations could definitely pay off. Anyway, Gemini, you will be able to get good advice if you listen to close friends and relatives or relatives you respect. The key word there, Gemini, is respect. If you don't respect them, don't listen to them. Sudden romance could end just as quickly. Don't let your emotions interfere with your efficiency. Keep your emotions in check so you can stay efficient in whatever you're trying to get accomplished today. Cancer, consider applying for a job in another part of the world. Involvements in groups will be favorable. Business partnerships will prove lucrative. Nice. You need time to rejuvenate. Heck, I need time to rejuvenate, Cancer. But listen, your business partnerships today, they could be lucrative, but make sure you check everything out. Do your due diligence. Just don't go on what Michael is saying right here. Do your due diligence. Leo, in-laws or relatives may oppose your personal intentions. Do something that will be stimulating and creative. You may want to take another look at the investment you are about to make. Listen, Leo, and Leos are pretty cautious. Read the fine print. Make sure you do your due diligence as well. It sounds good, but make sure you Listen, check it out, because you don't want to get stuck, and that's not fun. Virgo, be prepared to deal with groups and organizations of greater magnitude. Spend time getting to know each other. Uncertainties regarding your home and family are evident. Listen, take some time, Virgo. Take your time. Get to know that person. Don't just jump in with both feet. Take some time. Get to know that person. Listen, I'm going to go to a song, and I'll be right back after this song to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by astrologer Micah Thiason. Stay tuned.
I got tons of soul on my true collectible. Famous, so famous, number one, desirable. I do what I want, when I want, and how I want it. Leave you with the one in the air, that's how I roll. I got tons of soul on my true collectible. Famous, so famous, number one, desirable. I do what I want, when I want, and how I want it. Leave you with the one in the air, that's how I roll. I got change to throw, I don't care about no gold. Better, so much better, flipping incredible. Always on the show, so they know that I still got it. And I never feel sorry, yeah, top of the world. Top of the world. Yeah, top of the world. Top of the world. Yeah, top of the world. Top of the world. Yeah, top of the world. Top of the world. Yeah, top of the world. When I hear him come like my fuse and then ba-bum. Later, see you later, I'm about to blow this up. You can sing my song if you want, I know you want it. It's always kinda funny, yeah, cause you know I'm a superstar on the sky to lead you on. Haters gonna hate, it's a proof of how they love. They can bring me down, nah, shh, they are jealous of me and my umbrella, yeah, they love me so. This is me, I'm so royal, and you all wanna be round, yeah, you all wanna be round. Round a champion, a champion. Royal, top of the world, yeah, top of the world. Top of the world, yeah, top of the world, top of the world, yeah, top of the world, top of the world, yeah, top of the world. This is me, I'm so real, and you all wanna be round. And you all wanna be round. And a champion, a champion. So royal, I'm so royal. This is me, I'm so royal.
Hey, welcome back to Good Morning Gwinnett. It's your girl, Audrey Bell, currently giving you the daily horoscopes brought to you by astrologer Micah Thiason. We're going to pick it up with Libra. Libra, you are likely to encounter new partners if you take short trips. Get out and about. You can prosper if you invest in property or mutual funds. Oh, it's a lot of investments going on today. That's like the third one day. Listen, do your due diligence, Libra. Don't just jump out there. Make sure you understand what you're doing. I mean, it's a money thing today. Here I go again, y'all. Scorpio, put your efforts into money-making ventures. Don't allow your lover to take advantage of your good nature. You may be somewhat emotional concerning a rather private matter. Put your efforts into money-making ventures. Listen, Scorpio, just like the last three, do your due diligence. Sound like a good day for investments, though. I ain't lying. That's like the fourth one. But make sure you do your due diligence. Sagittarius, you will have a productive day if you organize yourself well at work. Females may put demands or added responsibilities on you. Your emotions are fluctuating, so be careful not to say things you'll regret. Watch the tongue, Sag, because once you said, you can't take it back. Let me just tell you that. Watch your tongue today. Can't take it back once it's said. Capricorn, you won't be able to keep a secret. Oh, Lord. Listen, Cap, watch the secrets. Emotional matters may not be easy for you to handle. Put your efforts into being creative. Listen, don't even get the secret. They're going to tell you a secret, Jay, tell them, don't tell me, because I already know that Micah Thiason over at Good Morning Gwinnett said, I'm not going to be able to keep a secret today, so don't tell me. Just be creative today and turn away all secrets. When they say, let me tell you something, but you can't tell nobody, say, don't tell me. They already told me I'm not going to be able to keep it, so don't tell me today. That sounds funny, right? Aquarius, travel and family gatherings should be in order. Residential moves will be favorable. Don't ruffle the feathers of those you care about most. All right. family gatherings, traveling. That sounds like fun. Sounds like a lot of fun. And my fellow fish Pisces, to avoid any minor health problems, don't get too stressed. Ooh, don't lend to people who have given you negative vibes. Your personal life will be experiencing difficulties, and you are best to avoid the issues for the time being. Okay, thank you for telling me that. So I will look out for all personal things. You know, I gotta avoid those things. I gotta avoid them. Listen, I don't need that crap in my life right now. You don't need fish. Like, we don't need that stuff right now. So avoid it at all costs. At all costs. All right. That's our daily horoscopes today. I'll be back again tomorrow, bringing you more from astrologer Michael Thyssen right here on the Good Morning Gwinnett show. Listen, there is a bear roaming around Duluth, and he is eating apples. You know, it's so crazy. Like the other day, there was a bear in somebody's pool. So and I wonder, is it the same bear? It's roaming around. So the Duluth police are hoping the city's bear problem has been resolved now that the animal has been relocated. So they got him. They got the bear, y'all. He was eating apples. He was in somebody's yard eating apples. But there was a bear in the pool the other day, and I'm wondering, is it the same bear? Like, it's hot, I need to eat. So on Monday, the police department, department officers were called out to several homes on Peachtree Industrial Boulevard by River Green Parkway after residents reported a bear, which was likely the same bear that was spotted last month climbing the fence to get food. That bear has been all over the place. He's like, I need to eat. I need to eat. Video of the bear shows it walking in a yard and eating something, though it's not exactly clear what. The police said on a social media post on Tuesday that the bear returned Monday night to munch on more apples. The bear wanted him some apples. At least he's eating fruit. Like, he's not trying to eat you. But anyway, they got him, y'all. And I hope that I'm sure they didn't harm him or anything, but we gotta be careful. Be careful out here, because these animals are just, they've cut down the trees, right? They cut the trees down. So what do they want the bear to do? The other day, this woman was on her porch, her back porch, and she got attacked by a fox. Like, the fox came up on the porch and bit her. Now, I was on the deck yesterday, right? But I'm just leery anyway. Like, when I go outside, I'm looking around. I'm looking over the banister. Even when I go outside to get in my car. So I'm so crazy. Like, I park my car in the driveway on the side where I get out on the pavement. Like, I refuse to park where I have to get out and step in the grass because I'm afraid of snakes. So when I park my car, I need to see stepping on. So I'll park my car and get out on the pavement side so I can see the ground really good. The other day, I went to my sister-in-law house on the side where I would normally park, and man, I had to park on the side where the grass was. So I had on like flip-flops. I was freaking out. So my husband was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Man, this is the side where the grass is. Like, I can't see if it's." So I'm like, I sat in the car for about 5 minutes looking at the grass, trying to see, make sure there was no snake or anything. It was crazy. I love it here, but the little animals that walk around down here. You got to be careful. And I said to her, listen, you need to make sure the kids are careful. Yeah, they can come outside and play in the grass because, it's grass. But they need to watch out for all these little critters that come around down here. When we first moved back here, it was so crazy. We first moved back, there was a yellow and black spider in the mailbox. He was in the mailbox. It was huge. I was like, oh my God. We took a picture of that. Then I ran on my bed with the window open. And by this time, it was about 3 months. And then there were deer walking in the backyard. And I'm like, are those deer? A whole little family of them. So I videotaped that. Then I saw the snake going across the street. Then I saw a turtle. It was crazy. It was like, I was like, okay, seriously? It's just like a animal kingdom down here. But anyway, I love it. I just watch out for the snakes. I ain't planning on going nowhere. All right, so this is a really, the story I'm about to tell you next, it fits into people helping people. Even though it's not a nonprofit, it is definitely a people helping people story. And it's a sad story, but it's a good story because it could have turned out much worse. But anyway, so 3 Gwinnett inmates and a sheriff's deputy saved a man from hanging himself inside a jail. That's a sad story, but that person had to obviously feel really helpless and decided to take his life. But there were 3 people who were there to help him. So Gwinnett jail inmate Ibrahim Mujig didn't initially think much last week when he heard a fellow inmate say he wanted to kill himself. He didn't think about it, and most times we don't, And I did an interview, not last Thursday, but the Thursday before last, and I was talking to a therapist, and she was telling me how to spot signs of depression, and so if you missed that show and you know anybody who may be suffering from depression, go back and listen to that show. That's you'll see it. It talks about, her name is Monica Douglas Davis, but check out her episode. She was in the studio, so she was at a seat at the table, and she was talking about depression and how, what are some of the signs so you can know. So this guy said to him, I want to kill myself, but I guess maybe you hear that all the time in jail. I don't know, So the inmate was outside talking about, man, I'm about to hang myself. I'm going to hang myself, but no one really paid him any attention. And this guy Majik said, I heard him, but some people just say things like that. So I didn't think anything seriously about it. So he didn't even think about it. Like, he didn't even think to ask him, man, what's wrong? Like, I mean, I know we locked up, but why you talking like that? And I guess he never really thought about it. But less than an hour later, Majik and two other inmates and a Gwinnett County sheriff deputy were saving that same man from doing just what he had threatened, trying to hang himself up from upstairs off the handrails. Now, my thing is, what did he hang himself with? Like, I thought they didn't have belts and things like that in jail. But, that's a people helping people story. Even in such a dire place like being in jail, these four guys were still able to save somebody's life. And, hopefully that person who tried to hang himself gets some help. It's a sad story, but obviously he was feeling very, helpless. Like he had hope. And that's what tends to happen. Like when people get to the stage where they want to commit suicide, and I'm by no means an expert on this, but when I talked to Monica last week before last on the show, it's people that are feeling helpless. Like they're feeling like, you know what, I don't matter. Nothing I do matter. And then you talking about being locked up. Everybody can't take being locked up. I can imagine it's not a good place to be, and everybody just cannot take it. So, I'm glad there to help them. I'm glad that's the people helping people. And even though it's not a nonprofit, it's still people helping people because somebody, and God wanted them to be there. Here's the thing. The same person that he said it to was one of the same people to save his life. So what does that say? Even when people say things, you have to listen. I remember Oprah said something about what Dr. Maya Angelou said, rest her soul. When people tell you who they are, you got to believe them the first time. But when people tell you something, even though you may not think too much of it, do a little bit of investigation. I know we're all busy and got our own crap that we're going through. But when somebody says something about, man, I just want to kill myself, I want to kill somebody, we may just want to listen because that could avoid a lot of sad situations. And so thank God that they were there, even though the guy just kind of blew him off. Nobody said to him, man, why you talking like that? Sometimes you got to think about those things. Like I listen, I try to pay attention to everything. I try to pay attention to stuff that may not be anything. But I just know that the way we're living right now, the world and the time we're living in, a lot of people are just sad and they feel helpless and hopeless. And, we got to try to give them back some kind of hope if we can. And I know we got our own stuff. I know, I get it. But if you hear somebody say something that is alarming or, you're thinking, why did they say that? You say something. You got to say something. Anyway, I'm going to go to a song because that was pretty sad for me. But I wanted to talk about that because I felt like, let's give those guys a round of applause for just being there and saving that guy's life. Maybe he will, have some second thoughts about, somebody really does care about you. All right, round of applause. Now on to a song. I'll be right back after this next song to give you more of the rundown about what's going on in and around Gwinnett County right here on Good Morning Gwinnett.
Wish I could keep you a little bit longer, could make us feel a little bit stronger. Wish I didn't have to go and close the door. Imagine you without me shakes me to the core. Yeah. And you find
welcome back to Good Morning Gwinnett. I'm your host, Audrey Bell Kearney, giving you a daily rundown about what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. All right, so Tommy Hunter is back in the news again. So one of the candidates running for County Commissioner Tommy Hunter's seat in 2020 has asked Governor Brian Kemp to remove Hunter from office because of the incident that generated headlines in recent years. Whether that is possible to be seen. So Derek Wilson is going to be on my show at the seat, taking a seat at the table on August the 8th. He's going to be here talking about what he plans to do if he wins that seat from Tommy Hunter. But anyway, Derek Wilson campaign said he sent the letter to Kemp on Monday. He is asking the governor to, if not remove Hunter, so a special election for his seats could be held in November, at least suspend him from the office. So he wants that seat, and he's running for it, but he wants him out of there now. Hunter must be accountable for his action, Wilson said in the letter. The frivolous lawsuit against the county and his colleagues for repercussions to his prior outbursts are a waste of time. So Tommy Hunter is suing for $5 million. He has a federal lawsuit for $5 million that he filed against the county because he said that, his rights were violated because he has rights to freedom of speech like everybody else. He called Representative John Lewis a racist pig on Facebook back in 2017. And he said because of that, he's been reprimanded, so he's suing. And so he wants some retaliation. He wants some repercussions for what he said is the violations of his free speech. That's the First Amendment. So, it's a battle. I know I'm going to be covering a lot of politics over the next, after the summer, probably starting in January, because there's a lot of stuff going on. It's a lot of stuff going on in Gwinnett. It's going to be a lot of stuff going on around the United States because of presidential election at the same time. So it's a lot, and it's so dirty. That's the crazy part about it. It's dirty, politics. And people tell me all the time I should get in. I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I have the temperament for that. I be want to punch somebody. That's bad, right? I know, but some of this stuff is just crazy. Like the man who put the bumper stickers on the lady's car. I probably would have came out and cracked him upside his head with a crowbar. Like, what you doing? Then I'll be in jail for something he did. Yeah, I don't think I have the temperament for it. So I'm going to leave that to the people. I have a good heart, and I want to see people do well, and I want to do good things for the community. I just don't think I'll be good as a politician. A lot of people seem to think that. A lot of them. They think that I would be good. I don't think so. All right, so there's been some renovations to some of the schools, and the school I'm going to talk about now is a Gwinnett County Public School. The school is McClure Health and Science High School. So a lot of the schools around Gwinnett, they are about 20 years old. They're about 20 years old, and the cost of materials and labor required to maintain is steadily increasing. But they have done some renovations on McClure, and it's steadily increasing over and over. The rising cost of construction, the construction people in demand, they're building a lot. So they have to be able to bring on more people to do these renovations for the school and everything. I mean, there's a lot of construction going on in Gwinnett County. And so some of the buildings cost more to maintain than others in the school, like more than 80-year-old. Like Bethesda Elementary School is over 80 years old. That is crazy. That school is over 80 years old. Some parts of Lawrenceville School are more than 100 years old. So I can't even imagine the kind of money that has to go into fixing those schools, especially when it's hot. So they got to make sure the air conditioning is working. You know what I mean? They got to make sure. So Beaufort City Schools has seen a roughly 10% increase in this fiscal year, while additionally school resource officers and staff playing into the fact that they have to hire new people is playing into the increase right there. So that's another thing, hiring new teachers and things like that. At Monday Board of Education meeting, the Beaufort City Board of Education approved to pay $755,296 for much-needed repairs to the Beaufort Middle School. After the meeting, Chairman Philip Beard suspected the first major overhaul of the roof since 1991. So the roof has not been repaired since 1991. That's a lot. More kids are coming into the school. It is projected that enrollment of more than 180 students for this school year alone will be coming into the school. McClure is a beautiful school. Like it is it's a science and health school. So the money has to go into all of them. I'm talking about they putting big money in right now. Gwinnett County Public School System is 2/3 complete with the plan after the construction of the roughly $39 million for McClure High School. It's completed this summer and is expected to open. $39 million for the school. And if you want to read the rest of this story, go to Gwinnett Daily Post. The story is there because it has a lot more. It's a lot more to it. I can't read it all. Talking about the schools and how much money is going into the schools and all those good things. But we want our kids to get a great education. That means they need to be in a safe and functional environment, which means they have to put the money into the school system, which is great. Because I know I was talking about a school. I think she substituted that in Decatur, and she was saying how bad the school was. And it was like it was a dilapidated situation. And here's the thing. People like beautiful stuff. I went to Discovery High School. That school is gorgeous. I was like, oh my God. You know what I mean? It makes the kids want to come to school. It makes them proud. You know what I mean? It makes them proud to have something beautiful. And then you got to teach them how to take care of that stuff. So I'm sure. And you want them to be in an environment that's going to be conducive to learning. So they can learn. They want to learn. Good food. They got breakfast and lunch and stuff like that. That's great. But a beautiful environment makes them proud. I would be proud. I would be absolutely overwhelmed. Like, I went to the school and I don't even go to the school. I was like, this is a beautiful school. Like, for real. All right, so listen. If you guys are Speed Now show, just know that the Sugarloaf Community Improvement District has installed 10 new automated license plate readers in the district. Yep. The Gwinnett County Police Department assisted the CID in determining where to locate the cameras to help catch criminals at entry and exit points to the district. So they are looking for you. Big Brother is watching. We went to the when I did the Gwinnett Citizens Academy, we went to the Department of Transportation. It was exciting to me because you saw the cameras. You saw they had like the computer screen set up, and you saw like all of the streets. Right? You saw the car. It was crazy. Like, wow. And you kind of wonder, how do they miss crimes? But they do, because they said even though they're on call 24 hours, they're not 24 hours looking at the cameras. And then they don't record stuff because that would be too much data. The cameras run like 24 hours a day, but they don't do any recording. So that's how they miss a lot of stuff. But anyway, the solar-powered wireless cameras provided by Flock Safety have the ability to capture a vehicle's make, model, and color and license plate day or night. Timestamp make it easy to search for a specific vehicle. As part of the agreement with Flock Safety and with the permission of the camera owners, the police is provided with access to camera recordings for improved response speed in any incident. So Big Brother is watching you. So you think you're going to get away speeding and doing crimes, they got an eye out on you. And they can read your license plate. And we said that too. We asked them, like, well, how in the world can they be typing that fast when they're riding behind you? And that's when the guy said, nah, they got license plate readers now. We was like, oh. Because, sometimes you be driving and all of a sudden you'll see somebody just get pulled over. They didn't have time to drive and type. But I thought maybe they would call it in and say, hey, call it in, check this license plate out for me. No, they have readers everywhere because they want to catch the criminals. They want to catch the fast drivers, the reckless drivers. They want to catch you. They are going to catch you. All right. Another song. Be right back to give you more of the rundown about what's going on in and around Gwinnett County right here on Good Morning Gwinnett. Stay tuned.
I heard you said you feel lonely. Nothing is right with that. Picking up pieces of something that doesn't matter. You kept fighting, kept smiling, prepare for war. What I'm missing is your kissing, but I know you want more. Right here, I'll wait, I'll wait. I'll wait, you know I'll wait. I'll wait, I'll wait, you know I'll wait.
Welcome back to Good Morning Gwinnett. I'm your host, Audrey Bell Kearney, giving you a daily rundown about what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. This year will make the first year Brookwood Elementary School teacher Karen Mitchell's entrepreneurship class of second graders will have been introduced to the program. Wow, as kindergartners. Since 2017, kindergartner through second grade students at the Snellville Bay schools have been learning rudiments of entrepreneurship through a course that students attend outside of their regular classroom that rotates every few days. Students are taught to recognize opportunities in the classroom, apply for jobs, go through interviews, and buy and sell goods and services with the school currency, Brookwood Bucks. That is so freaking... Listen, she said kindergarten. And here's the thing. These kids are smart, right? You know, I get excited about this. These kids are smart, right? They're smart. They have cell phones. They know how to use cell phones and tablets better than most adults. So the fact that she's teaching them how to start businesses and how to apply for jobs and manage money in kindergarten, I think that is amazing. So the connection was originally offered to third through the fifth graders in 2016. In the beginning, teachers had no template after which to model the new connection, but it's now become a way of elementary school students to become proactive problem solvers and engage in their communities differently. What? Let's give her Karen. Let's give Karen a hand for that. Oh my goodness. Karen Mitchell, congratulations on that program. Start them off early. That's right. Raise a child up in which you want them to go. That's what the Bible says. That's what it says. You hear me? Wow, that is amazing. That is wonderful. Kindergarten? So kindergarten's what, like 5 years old? But I'm telling you, these kids are smart. Like, they are smart. They know how to do things. They can go and navigate through those phones and the tablets. They know what they're doing. So they spend money. They know how to ask to buy something. It's a great thing that they're learning what money is all about, how to manage money, and what to do with money, the cost of goods. You know what I mean? I think that's important. They're smart. And their little brains want to learn, and it takes it all in. It absorbs all that stuff. So that's a good thing. Wow, that is cool, man. That is really, really, really cool. Like, really cool. Like, okay, so today at the library, there is a lot of stuff going on at the library today. Toddler time is going on at the libraries. Oh my God, it's just a lot of events. If you want to know about all the events that's going on, reading buddies, code club art, kindergarten, here we come, out of this world crafts. There's just a lot. Like I never really looked at the library's calendar because I'm always looking at all the other calendars. But I'm looking at the library calendar, and I'm sure these is all libraries. So I'm looking at, oh my God, 1, 2, 3. It's got to be 20 events going on right now throughout the Gwinnett Public Library system. Toddler time, toy time, to the moon and back. It's a magic show. That's for kids. And then there's Let's Talk. So the reason I was looking at this because, Let's Talk, and that's for learning English. So if you're an adult and you are trying to, get some conversational English going on, you can go over to the Hamilton Mill branch in Brazelton today from 1 to 2 o'clock, and they're going to be talking over there. So that's a good thing. So if you are trying to practice conversational English, you can go to the Hamilton Mill branch, Gwinnett Public Library. That's located at 3690 Brazelton Highway in Decula. From 1 to 2, and you can, learn conversation. And this is for adults only. Learn conversational English. And this is going to help you, especially if you don't speak English. This is going to help you, move around better in the United States. It's going to help you a lot. Because when you speak the language, it's a lot better. All right, so there is a robotic Lego Mindstorms building engaging skills with My Blocks. This is at the library also, and this is for kids from the ages of 9 to 14. It's at the Five Forks Stricken Branch Library, and that's at 2780 Five Forks Stricken Road in Lawrenceville. And that's from 1:30 to 4:30. Call the library, though. Call the library branch and make sure you can get in because it may be closed out. But it's today at 1:30 to 4:30, and it's a robotic camp. Just like I just said, these kids are smart. They are smart, so they know all the things that, they pick up on this stuff. So if you want to get your kids in an advanced robotic camp, check it out. But call them first. Call the library first. That's a branch of Five Fork Trickham, located at 2780 Five Fork Trickham Road in Lawrenceville. Call them to make sure that you can still get in. It's for the ages of 9 to 14 years old, and it starts at 1:30 today, 1:30 to 4:30. But you need to call a branch to make sure that you can get in. So they're building these machines out of Lego blocks. They're building robots out of. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at one right now, and it is amazing. It's a robot, and it's built out of Legos. Heck, I want to take the class. All right, so the kids are smart. They are smart, so we might as well put them in situations that are going to allow them to progress and grow and learn. So that's a good thing. All right, so the Lilburn Police Department is offering a women's self-defense program today. The class is full for July, but applications are being accepted for September. So if you're interested in that, call the Lilburn call the office at 770-638-2217. Again, that number is 770-638-2217. The Women's Self-Defense Program is a 2-day comprehensive course that begins with classroom instruction in risk awareness, risk reduction, crime prevention strategies, and defensive concepts, followed by hands-on training and physical defense techniques. The class instruction and demonstrations will allow you to decrease your vulnerability and give you a new sense of confidence and personal power. Class activities and discussions are designed to help women identify their risk, evaluate their strengths, explore their options for dealing with any threat of violence. The class for July is full, but they're going to be starting a new class in September. If you want to go, it's going to be at the Calvin Fitchett Municipal Complex in Lilburn, but you have to register for this 2-day class because the one for July is filled up. It's free to women 18 years old of age and older. If you have a younger child, 12 to 17, you must come with the guardian. But you got to be 18 to come on by yourself. But if you want to come with your children, it must be 12 to 17. A guardian must accompany them. So that's 770-638-2217. 770-638-2217. It is free, but you must register. Registration is required. The next class is starting September the 18th and 19th. It's a 2-day class. All right. You got to register. Call 770-638-2217 so you can get the registration. Class will begin September the 18th and 19th. If you missed that class, there's also going to be another class November the 20th and 21st. That's right around Thanksgiving time. It's going to start the Christmas season. You probably need to know some self-defense because right after that, it's going to be crazy Black Friday and all the Christmas craziness that goes on. I love Christmas. Don't get me wrong. But I don't like all the craziness that goes with it. I do not. All right. I do not. I like Christmas, though. My favorite holiday of the year. It is my favorite holiday. It really is. I love Christmas. All right. So, back to school, Bubba-palooza. More stuff for the kids to do. It's that time, y'all. It's time for the kids to get back into school. It's that time. They got a Bubba-palooza today. From 11 to 1. It's going to be located at 3167 Main Street, downtown Duluth. So they have bubbles. There's going to be bubbles everywhere. So if you want to take your kids out and do something fun today, go to the Bubba-palooza from 11 o'clock to 1 p.m. today at downtown Duluth, 3167 Main Street in Duluth. Have some fun. That sounds like a lot of fun. It's called a back-to-school Bubba-palooza. That sounds like a lot of fun. It's free. Come ready for a good time. Listen, your kids are going to get wet if they're going to be putting bubbles on them. So make sure you take towels and make sure you take dry clothes just in case they get too wet. 3167 Main Street, Duluth, Georgia. Downtown Duluth, 11 to 1. Have some fun. Now something for the grown folks, the grown and sexy. Listen, you want to take a salsa class? I think salsa is so sexy. I do. It may sound crazy. And one day I'm going to take a class. There's so many things I want to do. I just don't, I need like 25 hours. And if I had that, I'd probably still be lack of time. But anyway, if you want to take a salsa class, you want to learn to do the salsa. I think salsa is sexy. I think so. I don't know. So the Santito Code is What? Okay. Anyway, Salsa's Lesson Cali Style. It's going to be offered tonight, 8 p.m. But there is a fee. It is not free. It's $15 to $99. $15 to $49.99. I don't know what the $49 is for. Oh, that's for a monthly class. So the $15 is for a one-time class. That's tonight. And if you want to come to the monthly class and learn salsa for the whole month, it's $49.99. So that sounds like a lot of fun. That's going to be located at 4470 Satellite Boulevard at Arts in Motion Salon, Suites 201 and 202, and that's in Duluth. Again, that's 4470 Satellite Boulevard, Arts in Motion Salon, Suite 201 and 202, and that's in Duluth. No refunds. They got a policy of no refunds. You want to try the class just one time? It's $15. If you want to do it on a monthly basis, it's $49.99. You don't have to have a partner. They'll find you one when you get there. How sexy is that? The class starts at 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Arrive a little bit early so you have time to register. That sounds like a lot of fun. All right, guys, that's all I got for you today. I'm going to go to my last song, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to give you my inspiration for the day right after this last song.
I'm looking outside my window. I try to see where my life goes. I just don't know how it's lived out. There must be some kind of plan. Every person could be you though. A pretty guy with a halo. But who am I kidding, please now? I gotta realize that you what we could do around the world, say to Peru. We lie in bed till it's p.m. Eating breakfast when it's dark again. Let us be harvesting crime. You and me as Bonnie and Clyde. We've gone so long in the afterglow. With me a song on the radio. It's really amazing how you got me treading on you now. Many beautiful faces, but then I go in. I'm struck by you.
Hey, welcome back to Good Morning Gwinnett. All right, guys, that's all I got for you today. But before I go, I want to give you some inspiration to think on some things. I like to kind of like leave you with something to think about, something to be inspired about. And so my inspiration quote for today is, and it's really, I thought it was really powerful. I have so many of them. And I have to go through and choose the one. And, you know, they choose me really. Like what I choose to share with you through inspiration, they really choose me. Because I can scroll through and it'd be like, yeah, take me. And I was like, yeah, that's the one. So today my quote is, what you do make a difference, and you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make. That is amazing. So let me say that again. What you do make a difference, But you got to decide what kind of difference you want to make. So listen, there are consequences to everything we do, whether it be good or bad. So if you do something bad, that's making a difference. It's probably not a good difference. So you have to ask yourself, if what I'm doing makes a difference, what kind of difference do I want to make? Do you want to do something good or do you want to do something bad? Do you want to say something good or do you want to say something bad? Because whatever it is, it's going to make a difference. And you got to know that. I know right now I feel like we're living in the most conscious time ever because there's so many people talking consciousness, and we have to be conscious of the things that we do, the things that we say. You just got to be conscious because you just never know. It makes a difference. It puts out good energy or bad energy. And let me tell you, what you put out, you get back. So think about that too. If you're putting out good energy, chances are you're getting good energy back. But if you're putting out negative energy, that's what you're attracting. And for some people that sound woo-woo and, oh my God, it's one of them things, but it's the truth. I really believe that. What you put out, you get. And what you do make a difference. But what kind of difference do you want to make? Do something good for somebody. Make a difference. Say something nice to somebody. Make a difference. Make a good difference, though. Think about that. And you can ask yourself, is what I'm doing right now, what I'm saying right now, making a good difference or a bad difference? Is it putting out good energy or bad energy? It's putting out one of them. I can tell you that. And you can believe that. And there's science to back that stuff up. Like before, it was just like, oh, there's these people that believe such, these certain things. Science is proving that this stuff is real. Energy is real. We're all energy. And whatever we radiate, we get back. So again, what you do make a difference. You just got to determine what kind of difference you want to make. That's all I got for you today, y'all. I'm so happy to be here with you every day. If you missed the episode of the show, go to goodmorninggwinnett.com. Listen, there's some I Love Gwinnett t-shirts on that site. Buy one. Rep Gwinnett. If you got a zip code 30045, that's mine. Buy the shirt, wear the shirt. GMG 30045. That's the t-shirt. It's so cute. I'm working on some new designs though, because I'm an artsy kind of person, but I don't know how to draw, but I like art, right? And so I was up last night. That's why I was up so late last night, thinking about things I could do to add to Good Morning Gwinnett. So I like t-shirts and things like that. And I love all these other little knick-knack things. So I think I'm going to add some cell phone cases. And what gave me that idea, my mother had got a new cell phone yesterday and she didn't have a case. And I said to myself, man, it'd be really cool if she had a Good Morning Gwinnett cell phone case. And I was like, oh, I need to add that to the site. So, my goal is to take this and build it into a legacy company. That's what I dream of. My dream for 2020 is to move into the Good Morning Gwinnett studios. That's what I dream of. I was sitting here while the song was playing, and I was thinking, man, I really want to have a decked out studio for Good Morning Gwinnett. When I say decked out, it's like a whole bunch of tech stuff, like computers and cameras and because I would love the live stream. I would love the live stream every day when I do this show. And I'm thinking about that, seriously thinking about that. But I would need to rearrange my office right now. And there's so much stuff in my office. Ooh. But I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about moving into to live streaming the show on Facebook and Twitter and all those places and LinkedIn while I'm doing the live on Spreaker and all the other places. Also live streaming on YouTube. So the goal is to really grow the show. And I think the way to do that is to add more live streaming. It's live stream right now to podcasters, but I want to live stream it to other people as well. And so I love doing this show. And this is my purpose in life, to share the show and to bring you as much great information as possible. And so the show is going to be continuously expanding. I'm going to be continuously expanding the show. The goal is to get it up to 3 hours a day. That's a lot. That's a lot of talking. So I may even bring on some co-hosts, so I can do that. Because when you got a co-host, you can do it. When it's just me talking and playing music, it's a little bit longer. Now, I know there are DJs out there that do it every day. I haven't gotten that far yet. I'm not a DJ. I'm just a podcaster right now. So for me to talk for 3 hours, I would have to have a lot to talk about. And let me tell you something. I hate when I hear those shows where it says, yeah, and coming up next, and they'll play a song and then they'll say the same thing after that song. Coming up next, and then they'll play another song. You're still waiting for the next thing that's supposed to be coming up. Like, yeah, we're going to tell you why fish oil is bad for you, right? Coming up next. And then they'll play 3 more songs and they'll say, and next we're going to talk about why fish oil is bad for you. Coming up next, and it never comes up. See, I don't want to do that. So that's why I'm not ready to do a 3-hour show just yet. However, I'm working towards that. So I'm working towards that. And just talking about it makes me smile. Like, if you can see me right now, I'm smiling through my braces and all. My braces come out next month. Hopefully that helps me talk better, because they're not in my way. I talk fast anyway. But anyway, listen, that's all I got for you guys. Thanks again for listening. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent 56 minutes here with me this morning. I appreciate you so much. Be sure to share the show with your friends and family. Go on over to Good Morning Gwinnett if you missed the episode, to listen to past episodes. If you're interested in learning how to become a podcaster like me, I'm doing a course called Podcasting 101. You can find out more information about that. Go to goodmorninggwinnett.com. There's a big banner right down the center say, classes starting August the 17th, so you can click that banner to go and register for the course. It's going to be an impactful course. If you ever thought about doing a podcast, this is a good course for you as a beginner. I'm going to walk you through the stages, step by step, what you need to do to launch your podcast and what I do to get on all these different platforms that I'm on. And I'm still not on all of them. I still have some I have to get on. So right now I'm on about 22. I'm on about 22. It's 20 on my website, but I think it's about 22 platforms that I'm on, including iHeartRadio, which is a great platform. There's some millions of people there, and I need to go check my stats, because my goal was to get to a million subscribers or a million downloads, or a combination of both. I don't even know if I hit it yet, because I've been so busy preparing for this training course. But anyway, go to Good Morning Gwinnett. You'll find a lot of information there. I'm adding other stuff. I just added a segment because I really love podcasting and I love podcasters. And it's so many great stories out there, so much great content. And I was like, you know what? I do my show, but I love other podcasters. Like, I listen to podcasts in my car. I rarely listen to the radio. I listen to podcasts all the time. So what I did was I put some of my favorite, I'm going to be adding my favorite episodes on my website of other podcasters, so you can go there and listen to those episodes as well. So once you get finished listening to me, if you want to know more or listen to other episodes from other people, I just kind of go through and curate things that I like. Like Gary Vee is one of my favorite people. Pat Flynn is one of my favorite people. John Lee Dumas. It's so weird. Like, it's all guys. I don't know. I have this attraction to guys when it comes to like the way we think about things. I've been told that I have a very masculine energy when it comes to business, which is weird. I don't think I do. I think I'm very nurturing. I don't think guys are very nurturing, but I think I am. But anyway, I decided to add other people's podcasts to my website, because I just love podcasts, and I listen to some great stuff. So just check it out. Go to Good Morning Gwinnett. Listen to the other podcasts there. I also have news and entertainment from around the world there. I might take that down, because I want people to stay on the site and listen to my friends' podcast. Listen to mine and then listen to my friends' podcast. So I may take the news and entertainment down. I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think about that. Go there and leave a comment on the site. Send me a message. Say, look, Audrey, leave the news and entertainment there if you want me to leave it there. If not, I got some contests I'm going to be running. I'm excited about that. Just got a lot going on. But anyway, I'm going to go now. I'm not going to keep you any longer. Thank you again for listening. I'll be back again tomorrow, God willing. And until next time, make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in daily at 9 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you miss an episode, go to www.goodmorninggwinnett.com to catch up. If you like this episode, go ahead and subscribe to the show now and share it with your friends.